The scam messages that land on your phone have to come from somewhere, and a great many of them trace back to a single country. That country has just decided the people running those operations can spend the rest of their lives in prison. Myanmar's military-backed parliament passed the anti-online scam bill on Tuesday, the first law enacted under President Min Aung Hlaing. Under the bill as drafted, crypto fraud carries 10 years to life. Where violence, torture, or unlawful detention is used to force someone into online scam work, the penalty runs from 10 years to capital punishment, and death is the required sentence when that treatment kills. Parts of Myanmar have become hubs for industrial-scale fraud compounds, where trafficked workers are made to run romance and investment scams on victims around the world. The final amended text and a commencement date had not been published as of Wednesday, so the exact penalties still rest on the May draft. In 2022, a crypto lender froze its customers' accounts and collapsed, taking their savings with it. On Tuesday, 4 years later, those same customers finally got something they could actually sell. Ionic Digital, the Bitcoin miner built out of Celsius Network's bankruptcy, began trading on the Nasdaq under the ticker IOND. Former Celsius creditors had been handed roughly 37 million Ionic shares through the court-approved restructuring, but until this week there was no public market for them. The debut was uneven. Nasdaq set a reference price of $53. The stock opened below it at $50, then climbed through the day to close at $62.90, valuing the company near $2.8 billion. It arrived by direct listing rather than a traditional offering, so existing holders sold their own shares and the company itself raised no new money. And the business those creditors now own barely mines Bitcoin anymore. Leasing its data centers brought in $44 million last quarter, while mining revenue fell 82% from a year earlier to $7.4 million. Zcash exists to hide the details of who paid whom. That same privacy meant that when a flaw turned up, which could let someone counterfeit coins, nobody could check whether it had ever been used. Security researcher Taylor Hornby found the bug in Orchard, the pool that holds Zcash's shielded balances, and it had been sitting there for 4 years. Developers shipped an emergency patch in June, but because shielded transactions deliberately conceal their contents, there was no way to prove the supply was still honest. On Tuesday, Zcash activated an upgrade called Ironwood. It retires Orchard, roughly 3.7 million Zcash worth about $1.7 billion, and moves users into a new pool with a turnstile that will not let more coins leave the old one than went verifiably in. Researchers also finished a machine-checked proof that the new design cannot mint undetectable counterfeits under its stated assumptions, a guarantee the pool it replaces was never able to offer. Subscribe now!